Hello, hello, hello. I can see you, but you can't see me, or you could see me, but I can't see you because I don't have my overlay on and I have accidentally closed Windows or closed Chrome before going live. So all my bookmarks went away. So I gotta relaunch everything. No, I don't want to upload a video to YouTube. I want to create, go live, bring me to my stream so that I can see everyone. There we go. And then let me open up the contest. There we go. Okay, we should be good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hi. Hi. How's everyone doing today? It is Tuesday, my dudes. Hope you're all doing well. I'll make that work later. It is Tuesday. Hopefully, if all goes well, the last part of the SecKit build series, because the build series doesn't end until we print, and we haven't printed anything with it yet. So hopefully we'll get it printing today. Did I reset the drawing? Yes. So go enter for the draw now. Every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. The contest goes live when the stream goes live. So usually I delete the old one, but if you see it there, you're like, I just reuse settings, the same settings for all streams. But if you see it there and the stream's not live yet, don't try entering because you won't be able to enter because it'll be a new one when I go live anyways. Yeah, I got the I got the frames to print. So I printed one set on the V2 and one set on the Trident, or correction, the P1P. This is some stuff from the P1P. This is at the stock settings, by the way. When you're printing really tall stuff, oh my god, it goes fast. Oh my god, this thing is the child of Casper. Look at all that ghosting. Look at all that. Look at all that ghosting. I swear, Warner Brothers can make a movie out of it. Or no, Hanna-Barbera. Now, granted, the stuff that I printed on the V2 isn't any better because I printed it fast and loose, but yeah. Yeah, I've seen the mostly, okay. It's cool, don't get me wrong, and I'm looking at building one if I have enough spare parts on hand. But every couple years, somebody comes out with a mostly printed printer. It's Core XY. Here's the thing. Somebody did the math on my Discord. It's like $10 in extrusions. It's not a lot of extrusions. Instead of printing the frame, just buying extrusions, like just buying a long cut of extrusion and just cutting it yourself, is cheaper than the filament that it would take to print it or something like that. Like, and the time and the power and whatnot. So it's cool that it's mostly printed, but aluminum extrusions are awesome and it makes a much better printer. So yeah, you can, but you also need a printer that's big enough to print the frame, which is kind of big. So it's cool, and I might build one, but it's on the list of ideas in the future. Oh, the mic, shoot, 1 second. Thank you for reminding me. 1 second, DB, there we go. There we go, there we go. When I record videos, which if you didn't see Sunday's video, go watch it. It actually did really good. Thank you. I use the same lab mic, obviously, but I have to drop the pickup down to the picks. This setting is too loud on the camera when I plug it into the camera. So when I'm recording videos, I use the Sony E6 or A6400, and when I plug it, the receiver in, I have to drop it down a level on the transmitter for the Rode Wireless Go. So the problem is I forget to put it back up when I go live half the time. The strings, no, the strings are just a thing. Like this is PETG I printed on it. There's no stringing there. What you get is, depends a lot on what you're printing and the geometry of it. Here's a fun fact. There's a reason that when people do demo prints of high-speed printers, they do curvy things. Okay, they don't do big flat things with start stops because you get ghosting and it doesn't look that good. So fun fact, this print right here, okay, this is the Bamboo Lab side plate. It is a tall, skinny piece. Now granted, this is different filaments, but That don't look good. Oh, actually, no, that ain't the one. That ain't the one. This is the one. Like, it looks okay, but you got significant ghosting. You've got this at the edge here, where you can tell. On the back, same thing. You got, now this is a silk filament, so it's gonna be, it's not as, you know, happy printing fast. But you're like, oh my god, that printer's shit, blah blah blah. Exact same settings. Literally the exact same settings. You get this. So there's a reason certain prints are used to show off printers, because newsflash, not all things behave the same when you print them with different geometries. You can make any printer look good. Like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, you know, you can't just go balls to the walls fast all the time. It doesn't work out. So, for a Core X printer, that's not the price of one. Get a P1P if you're looking for a good Core XY. Okay. Hey, it's after Christmas. Here is, I might do a quick video. I might do a short. We'll see. Holiday gift guide for me. Printers that I have personally used and or people that I directly trust have used. Are you cheap? Don't buy an Ender. It's crap, okay? Yeah, you can watch like a million videos and maybe get it working good, but let's be honest, don't give money to Creality. KP3S is my absolute cheap recommendation for, hey, I want to buy the cheapest printer that is good. KP3S. I want to spend a little bit more, and I want something that's actually good. Saval SV06. It's currently my recommendation for an entry-level printer right now. It's got everything you want in a 3D printer. Don't let anyone tell you should buy a shitty Ender and work on upgrading to learn, because once you learn to put a probe on, which is hooking up a wire, you're not learning anything. You're wasting time and money. Start with a good printer. You'll have a much better time getting into 3D printing. Above that, that's when it gets complicated. You're looking for something that just kind of works. You're looking at like a Prusa Mini, okay? You want to spend a bit more than that. You're looking for something out of the box that'll work really good. Then we're in a trouble point, because once you get to that $700 mark, then it gets complicated, okay? P1P or V400, okay, is my lower upper class. P1P, if you want out of the box, I don't care. I just want to print. I don't want to ever open a controller box ever. V400, you need a little bit more Z, and you want to be able to tinker and have a little bit more control over your printer. X1, don't bother. Don't bother with a Bamboo X1. Either X1 carbon or P1P. Because a P1P with like maybe the blower fan or like the camera is a much better value than going with the X1, okay? Just skip the X1 altogether. So either P1P or X1 carbon, okay? Carbon has all the upgrades. It's the one all the reviewers got. AMS, if you want multi-material, it's currently the one multi-material system I like the most. And do you work for a school? You need a bunch of machines that are 100% reliable, or you need full-time support, get a Prusa Mark III. Yes, it's 5 years old. Anyone who thinks it's a special thing, that a brand new printer is better than a Prusa, congratulations. It's better than a 5-year-old design, but they're still selling 9,000 of them a month for a reason, okay? Yes, it's a dinosaur, but it's a good dinosaur. And Mark IV soon anyways, or something. I don't know. Bound to be eventually. But yeah, there you go. As for everything else, don't bother. It's an Ender clone. Let's be honest. Half of every other printer on the recommended list is just a bloody Ender clone. So notice how there's no V wheels on that list. Do you want to build a printer? Build whatever one you think is shiny. They're all good. This showed up today. So remember the CNC we're dabbling around with? This is my new Z axis for it. So now we got to put this on. So Friday might be a CNC and chill stream, it looks like, because we've got to mount this, got to mount that. Yeah, where are you? Ha. And got to mount this. So there is a printed mount for this. We don't do that around here, no. CNC, 3D, no, 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 no. We want metal. We want metal. So this just shows, and here's the thing, for those that are new to the channel, there are ways we go about things here. For all those to that say RTFM in chat or in the comments, thank you. I didn't think of that. You are a genius. Okay, go down and join Mensa. Okay, go get your honorary Mensa degree. We did follow the manual. Apparently these drivers need to be calibrated with nothing attached to them. That's not what the manual said, so we didn't do it that way. Also for the P1P people, there is no manual, so love those comments too. So we follow the manual, and we basically, you know, if it tells us to do something, we do something, because that's what the manual tells us. And also, there is no prep work, because doing it live kind of negates prep work. So that's how it be. So we ran into some issues with the stepper drivers. We couldn't get them to work correctly. I still think something is faulty, and I can't remember his name, the SecKit guy, is talking to MKS about it, because even though if we did something wrong, the fact that one was behaving and one was not, and it was a repeatable misbehavior, I still think one of the driver boards is something's fucky with it. So we're still have the TMCs installed. So we basically ripped out the servo board thingies, and we're running just straight up TMC 2209s. So F, what do you mean F? F, do we log out? What happened? Where'd you guys lose me at? There's some issues. I haven't dropped a single frame. Look at live, no drop frames, 60 FPS, 18,000 kilobit upload. Nothing on my end. Nothing on my end. Damn you, Google. Nothing on my end. Hit refresh. Huh. Okay. So what was I talking about? Oh, so I guess we missed it. So for those that missed last stream, with this guy here, we ran into some issues with the drivers. It uses MKS like servo board drivers, and we were having some issues. We were having some issues with the driver. So for all those that said calibrate after every step, we were calibrating after every step. It's a 3-hour stream. You should watch it before commenting on stuff. There's a lot you might miss. 2, apparently you're supposed to calibrate those boards with nothing attached to them, like no load on it. So that means not belted up. That's not what the guide I was following. I was following the manual. The manual didn't say anything of that, and nobody mentioned it in chat during the stream. So how was I supposed to know that? Follow the manual. That's how we do it here. And so we ended up just ripping out those drivers, those the servo or the NEMAs as well, and we just went to normal NEMA 17s and TMC 2209s. Now Ernest, I think it's Ernest, the SecKit guy, he is looking into it with MKS. I personally still think we have a bad driver board, regardless of the steps we did, because one worked just fine and the other one had repeatable failures during certain motions. So I'm thinking one of the driver boards was still kind of messy. So we're just gonna run it in, you know, dumb TMC mode, which is how we normally run it anyways. So we got it set up. It does the whole bed mesh compensation. So the only thing we have to do is set up our Z offset, do our PID tune on the hot end. I learned from the last time I played from Rep Prep, we're not going to do a PID tune for the bed during the live stream, and unless they fixed it. And then we could do a print, I think. The active heater. So the plan is I'm going to run this open air for a bit, make sure everything is good and hunky-dory, and then we'll go and wrap it up, put the panels on it, and then play with the heater. So it'll probably run in this state for a couple weeks, and then we'll come back to it in a future stream and put all the accoutrement on it. Gary, thank you for gifting a membership. Cheers. Okay, so we need to fix our Z offset here. I need a piece of paper. That'll work. So I don't know what my Z offset is. So my Z offset is 6. So I need to 0.7. There you go, 0.6. So it's 0.6. So I need to drop my Z or raise my Z offset 0.6. So prep or Z offset. I remember like when we pulled this up, this made no sense. Like for some reason this made like, why is it this complicated to set Z offset and rep wrap? I remember something about that. Z offset. Z offset. Okay. So it's M581. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Yeah, so we're just gonna do it I'm just gonna tell it the number. There's like some calibrate thing we tried last stream. Yeah, we're no. Okay. For backward compatible. What is G31? Set or report current probe status. So do I use G31? Do I use G31? G31 Z 0.6 is that right? Is I think it's G31. Yeah. Okay. I don't know where that goes. Oh, G31. Okay, here we go. Okay, so shoot. So it's 1.4. We need 2.6. So this would be 0.8. Save. Start main board. Okay, hold on. Oh, no, wait for it to reconnect. I probably could have just ran the thing instead of. All right, true bed leveling. There we go. We're not doing a mesh. I don't know how many points you use for a 350 when doing a bed mesh. You can do as many as you want because when I normally do a bed mesh, usually it's saved. So do a really accurate one and just save it and just load it each time. So your QGL or bed tramming or whatever will get you in position and then it just loads the mesh. So you should really only have to do the bed mesh once if you do it right. At least that's what I did because I have. I think my Trident runs a bed mesh. Ooh. Oh. My Trident runs a bed mesh, and my V2 to 26. So my 250 runs a bed mesh because the bed's ancient in that thing. We're good. Okay, Z offset is done. PID tune. PID tune. Tuning the heater temperature control. There we go. Setting the model parameters. What is tune? So that 240, 100. Okay, cool. Okay, now it's heating up. Sweet. Okay, so now we let that do its thing. Are you gonna do anything about Vor on tap? Yes, I'll say the same thing I've said probably every stream since tap was announced. When I get a kit, I'm waiting on a kit to come out. I'm waiting on a production kit to come out. It'll probably be an LVO kit. They'll probably be the first to get me one. And when that shows up, we will do a stream where we install it on this guy. And then I will do a standalone video where I install it on the Trident. Haven't seen Beacon yet. Oop. Appears we are back. Saw nothing. I swapped it over. I killed the stream. I took the stream offline for a second. I switched it to the secondary inject. There's like a few different servers that, like in OBS, when you hit go live, there's a few different servers that you can upload to for YouTube. There's like a primary and a secondary server. Usually you leave the primary. I switched over to the secondary server. Hopefully that solves our issue. So while that's heating up, I got this. So for those who don't know, I've been flying around this little tiny whoop here for a while. Well, a couple weeks now. And I decided to be Gucci and got a Whoop Store board. So that way I can actually put my my batteries at storage voltage and not kill them by leaving them either discharged or fully charged all the time. So that's good. Yeah, another USB-C cable. So it does PH2 and BT2. It sucks. I'm gonna have to swap over all my batteries to BT2 because I want to use them for the better output. Yeah, no tap on switch wire. Bed's too flexible, unfortunately. Okay, so it is PID tuning. You got the Mobula 7? Nice. It's Mobula 7. Yeah, I've already done some good battle damage to it. So I've done some E6000 repairs and zip ties to fix a broken canopy. I also cracked the frame. But it's fun. I'm loving it. What is Beacon? Something a quick Google search will reveal. If you search Beacon, let's see, what is it under? Beacon bed probe. I don't know. I don't have a link for it. It's a bed probe. It uses science. I remember when it was called the donut probe. Way back in the day. I think it needs a metallic bed. Extra frames. Yeah, you can glue the frame back together with E6000, and that's what I did, and it seems to be holding up okay. But you can just go on AliExpress and buy replacement frames for $5, so I've got a few of those on the way. It's doing its thing. What are we gonna print, guys? What are we gonna print? We need something to print. What flight time do I get? So I'm running it with these GNB 450 milliamp hour high volt batteries. I'm getting 4 to 5 minutes of flight time. This is outdoors at the park. And a lot of it just kind of cruising around. If I'm thrashing it, like under 4 minutes. E3D buggy? Yeah, we can do the E3D buggy. Breakboard? Yeah, 1 board per motor. So there's 2 boards. You need 1 board per motor. You can't tie them together because it only has 1 in, 1 out. So yeah, it's not bad. Like here, let me pull up while it's doing. Oh, it's done. Okay, so auto tuning complete. Heater needs the following MO7. So M500. Okay, so now we got a PID tune the bed. Which is the same command, but it would be H2, and we're gonna PID that for 100. Oh no. Yeah, whatever. We won't PID 2 in the bed. Screw the bed. It's a couple of relays, some sciencey MOSFET stuff and whatnot. What was I gonna do? I was gonna show the tiny whoop video. Oh, there it is. RC stuff. Yeah, so this is just flying it around at the park here. A monster toilet. Why would I print a monster toilet? I need to get some filament. What filament are we gonna use? I got the red. Yeah, we'll do the red. I've got a bunch of the Sparta 3D red here. Sparkle Galaxy Red. We'll use that. Need to switch it up. Can't use Polymaker for everything. But if you are interested in some Polymaker filament, which is good filament, you want to win some, link in the description for one, because we give away a spool every stream. And then also, if you want to purchase some, there's a link in the description as well. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's an affiliate link, so it helps out the channel. You do it. Well, I haven't put out any drone videos. Like I post them on the Discord. So if you want to see my drone videos, go on the Discord. We have an RC channel there. It's a lot of me breaking stuff. But the plan is, and I've got a sponsor lined up for it and everything. I know, professional YouTuber. We're going to be doing a build of a nano long range, a modified nano long range quadcopter, FPV quadcopter. And the plan is we're going to be building it using printed frames in various different filaments to see which one is the best option. And then afterwards, we're going to try it with some CNC frames. So carbon fiber and plexiglass, I think, or Lexan. And we'll see how those compare to the printed frames and see which one's like the bigger bang for your buck. I kind of already know the answer, but yeah. Ever going to get into RC cars? I don't know. I did the Death Racer earlier this year, which was fun. I got to rebuild it. The problem is there's like nobody around me for this kind of stuff. Like I go to the park, it's just me flying around at the park. Like there's no like RC groups near me or anything like that. So, and this is why I like the tiny whoop, because you can bash it off stuff. And it's not like my 3-inch where I've like, every time I hit something, I break something. So I'm waiting on the tank frame to show up for it. So there you go. There's the flight time. Okay. So let's make sure that we are extruding roughly the amount of filament we want to extrude. So we'll heat that up. You guys wanted to do the buggy, the E3D buggy? E3D buggy. With the Christmas tree. Yeah. E3D buggy with Christmas tree. There we go. That works. Or the bow. That would be a pain to print. Hello everyone. Okay, it looks like the stream's more stable now, so that's good. Let's see here. Is there a GitHub SKQ? No, heat up. I want you to heat up. Why aren't you heating up? Active 220. Enter. Enter. Am I missing something here with rep wrap to tell it to go to a temperature? Enter. Okay, I gotta click tool. Okay, whatever. Here's off. Yeah, we turned it on. The missile rack? And that's a bit holder. Yeah, what's the most popular one? Let's see here. Most downloaded. We'll do the Xmas buggy. Yeah, we'll do the Xmas buggy. Oh yeah, that's a good one. We'll do the Xmas buggy. With the snowflake roof. Okay, is there a profile for this machine? Firmware, self-sourcing, step files. No. 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 Okay, so we'll go to Super Slicer here. So this is 200 cubed, right? So we got 200 by 200. Okay. Max Z is 200. Actually, no. We'll start with Prusa. Discard. Don't tell Prusa. I'm stealing that profile. We're doing that because Prusa has a built-in purge line, I think. And because all my print start macros are macros in Clipper, so they're all on the machines, and I could pull it and figure it all out, but we're just gonna leave it like this. Rep wrap firmware 200 custom G code. We'll just let that do that for its start. Extruder 1 lift set 0.4. Yep. Attraction 8.8. Sure. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. Okay, so filament, cooling, there's that. Now we have a volcano in here, so we can go a little bit faster, I believe. I don't have any high-speed profiles on this machine, but we can make something work. We'll make something work. We'll just up the ante a bit. V2.4. Discard, and we'll use the rat ray PLA profile, which actually works pretty good. We'll save this as a SK cube. That's 200. What is the command for the bed trimming? G32. Okay, do I have G32 in here? So custom G code. Okay, so we got that. Model check. Diameter nozzle check. Telephase firmware version. Okay, we don't need any of this bullshit. So G90, G relative, extruder temp, set that, wait for bed, wait for extruder temp. Home, all without bed mesh level, We're not gonna do bed mesh level, and we're gonna do a G32. Okay, because we won't need a bed mesh on this. We're not going to go outside the area. We'll do it on Y1. Okay. I think that'll work. Slice now. That'll be a fun overhang to print. Export. Save. Okay. Let me just make sure we're actually extruding filament here. Feed rate. Okay, so extrude. Oh. Phase B short to VIN. What do you mean phase B short to VIN? What is phase B short to VIN? It's just a stepper motor. That's plugged in. And that's plugged in. Am I missing something here? Like it's just plugged in. What's short to VIN? How is it shorting to VIN? It's a stepper motor. That's all plugged in. Huh. Weird. Short to VIN. I've never seen that. And no, this isn't the duet that we cooked, so we don't have to worry about that. Extrude. Phase 5, Phase B, short to VIN. How? What do you mean short to VIN? Could that be the pairs are twisted? We got black, green, red, blue. Black, green, red, blue. The stepper's not plugged in the wrong way around. They only plug in one way. They're all plugged. All the stepper motors are plugged in the same way. Actually, no. Yeah, blue, red, green, black, blue. Blue, red, green, black. Yeah. What is going on here? Well, these ones, okay, these ones are red, blue, green, black, red, blue, green, black, red, blue, green, black. So of the motors that came with it, this is the only one that's wired up different. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So these two down here, ignore them. They're motors that I put in separately. So this one is red, blue, green, black, red, blue, green, black, red, blue, green, black, black, green, red, blue, which is just that backwards. So that shouldn't, oh, I gotta swap these two around, I think. I think I gotta swap the red and the blue around. Because maybe this is wired up backwards to, because the motor moves opposite and somebody swapped it around and run M122. Why run M122? What does it M122 do? Check it with the multimeter. You're right. I have a new multimeter. Where did I put it? Did I already lose it? I already lost it. Because it should be, if they're paired up, it'll be continuity, right? Yeah, it's they're not paired up right. Because they should be side by side, right? They should be paired up side by side, right? So I gotta swap the two middle ones. Yeah, because they gotta be side by side. They should be paired up side by side, right? So we gotta swap these two middle ones around. Okay. It's not a duet. It's a Big Tree Tech, whatever the Big Tree Tech board is. SKR, Octopus. Well, another driver that we know works is side by side. So we're okay. Heat this up. So we might have to reverse direction here. We'll see in a second because we can't cold extrude. Hey Dan, how you doing? What do we got right now? We got 198 views, 84 likes. If you haven't liked that smash button, why? But also, another question. Less people have entered the contest than there are people here. Do you not want free things? We give away a spool of filament every stream. All you gotta do is fill out a form. You just gotta put your email address and your YouTube name. Like 2 seconds of work and you get free filament. Like, come on. Well, you get a chance at winning free filament. Ask Mitch. Mitch did 2 seconds of work. He got a free spool of filament. Okay, let's see here. Extrude. Hey, it works, but it's going the wrong way. System, config. I gotta change the S to a 0. Config file, okay. There we go, okay. So, let's get my, I keep bringing my markers outside to do things and then forgetting about them. So I have like no markers in this room. Okay, let's see if we are extruding right. So, set that there. 100. And we will tell it to extrude 100 millimeters of filament, 5 millimeters a second. Extrude. Nope. Heat up. Why'd you cool down? Heat back up. Get hot. Get spicy. And oh. Ah! Okay, we're short. I told it to extrude 100 millimeters and it extruded 95. System config.g. Oh, it's been a hot minute since I've done this. Okay. So, we got to increase it. So what is it? Calculator. So we wanted 100. We got 95. And we need to, what is that? 390 is our current. So we need to increase our, increase our steps, right? 410, I think. Either I did it the wrong way. Here's the thing. I always do it wrong the first time. So I know I did it wrong, but we're still gonna double check. Because I always go backwards the first time. Always. I don't know why. I just always do. No, 100. Okay, dashboard. Extrude 100. Oh, set you back up. 220. Get you hot. Hey, Sanity. How's it going? Okay, extrude. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Good enough. I can dig it. I can dig it. Cool. Okay. So that is that. Upload and start. Where is prints? I think, are we printing this with a brim? No. This probably should have a brim. Oh well, we'll see how it goes. And I probably should clean the bed. I don't have my ISO, it's outside in the garage. Shoot, okay, well, hopefully the bed's clean. My ISO is outside of the environment. The front was falling off, so we took it outside the environment to see if that would help rectify the problem. But unfortunately not. Like, it just shouldn't happen, but it happened. It's not a normal thing. There we go. It is garage. There we go. Oh, well, I guess we're doing stuff. Printer's moving without me. And my lights are flickering. I gotta run that, clean. Okay, I thought I was supposed to do a purge. I guess not. Z offset Z equals 0. What? What? What is this command? And we gotta raise our Z up. Baby stepping up. There we go. Okay. Time to get out old reliable. When you need to print things, or you need to support a camera, trust in Polymaker. Yeah. Should probably stop with that. Not like they sponsor this. There we go. That's enough free advertising for Polymaker today. Oh, we gotta go. There's a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, it finally managed to print them after 3 times of the front falling off. You know how I ended up getting those panels to print? On my Voron. It's the first hour. That's okay. We had some buffering issues with YouTube, and then we had me PID tuning, so you didn't really miss too much. What are those goobers? I don't know, just ooze when we started the print. Hotend is crooked? No. Maybe just the sock. Camera angle. It's not too high. It looks too high. You're probably getting, your eyes are playing tricks because the bottom of the print is curved. See how it curves up here in the front? So you're thinking it's too high because it looks like it's raising when it's not. It's just the dimensions of the print. Print time, oh, yeah, it's print time. It'll be interesting how it handles the bridge, because this thing has a big funky bridge right there. So it'll be, is the fan on? I think the part fan's on. Hopefully the part fan's on. I didn't hear it kick in, but... yeah, nope, fans are on. But there is no config for this machine. Like, I couldn't find a config for this machine. I looked on their GitHub. Maybe there's one for the tank? Yeah, there's... okay. There's a profile for the tank. Super slicer, yeah. So, right now, this is pretty much just my generic Voron profile. That's not really pushing the machine too much. And we just changed the print volume. But we'll, I'll get the tank profile on this and then adjust the sides and we'll go with that in the future. It's a sparkle filament. It's, I printed something with it. Where'd I put it? Yeah. It's this filament. Same filament I printed candy out of, or ginger, or whatever this dragon's called. So it's a galaxy red, like somewhat translucent sparkle PLA. It's candy cane. It's a Christmas filament. Which, by the way, I'm using my rep box again. I know, because I got the P1P now lives. Whoa. Oh, my multimeter's telling me to turn off. I'm like, why am I hearing beeping? Because I got the P1P in the corner there instead of the switch wire, and I'm actually using the P1P. I got the rep box loaded up with filament again. So this is Sparta 3D filament. This is Sparta 3D. Gotta switch it up sometime. Speaking of Bruceman, I do have to print some tap parts. Let's see, how did these turn out? Oh man, this filament does not like being printed for this. For those that remember, this green right here, this is like that filament that I think Bamboo sent me, like a case of for some reason, and it just does not print fast at all. Oh well, whatever. We have at least 6 inches of snow. We haven't gone, we've had snow up here a couple times so far this year, but it's like the snow that like melts within a day or doesn't even stick to the ground, so it doesn't really count. Yeah, don't print silk filament fast, kiddies. It doesn't come out good. Snowing in Seattle. Ooh. Okay, so that's that. Shoveling driveways. Oof. Yeah, our house, we lucked out and we have the sidewalk on our side of the street, so I have to shovel the driveway when it snows. I don't like it. I don't want it. Or shovel the sidewalk. Yeah, did I say driveway or sidewalk? Either way. Well, here's the thing. I was originally going to print it in in a translucent PETG that I have. And it looked really nice. The problem is the first print that I did with it failed more than halfway through. And that means I wouldn't have had enough filament to finish it. Like, because there's, it's like 2 prints of like 380 grams or something like that. So if the one print failed, I don't have enough on the spool to do 2 full prints, so. Oh, these are. There we go, there we go. Yeah, whatever. It's all gonna be held together anyways. Here. Put a dab of glue on this. Negative 32C up here. Where are you where it's negative 32C right now? Where are you at right now? And you're gonna be like, I am in the Norway with the polar bears. Oh, okay. What was it, 2014? I was up in Rankin Inlet in February for an army exercise. It was cold. It sucked. I'm glad to never do that again. Good. It's gonna be really interesting when we get to the bridge. See how that handles it. Right now, it's like put it this way. I'm tempted to end the stream a little bit early because there's a park right by my where I pick up my little guy at school, and I gotta go fly the tiny whoop there. So I'm actually kind of tempted to end the stream just a little bit early so I can run out there and go fly around for a little bit. Which means I gotta charge batteries. Let's go charge the battery. Let's try this Whoopster board here. V-Fly Whoopster. So it takes... Okay, it does take the big boy voltage, so that's good. And USB-C, and 12. Huh. Look at all them ports. Look at all them ports. Look at that not focus. Focus. Look at all them ports. So that means I could just charge USB. Can I just do USB? V-Fly Whoopster. Booting. Connect device that supports fast charging. Okay. So I need an actual power supply. Ugh. Oh. Oh. It did the bridge already. Oh. I don't know about you, but that bridge looks mighty crisp. I need another power supply. or power cable. Didn't this machine come with power cable? It did. There. There. Mass, there. Need my cable for my charging. That's it. Get me charging cable. On. Okay. Okay, so charging at 0.4 amps. Storage charging. Okay, charge. So, let's see here. See, this is really cool because you could charge multiples of batteries. You don't have to like parallel or anything. You just shove them in and they just start charging. That one's already charged. That one's already charged. It's not. Start. I don't know what it's doing. Cool. What do you guys think about putting PETG on a glass bed? That's a good way to break your bed. No, I don't want storage charging. I want charging. There we go, now it's charging. I think. I don't know what it's doing. I'm trying to figure out this charging board. But yeah, don't print PETG directly on glass. That's a good way. Gotta look up the manual for this thing. Fly whoop, store. There we go. Oh, I see how it is. I'm reading it wrong. There's a switch for this. Okay. Charge ready. There you go. So we want to charge the batteries. Oh. Actually, wait a minute. This ain't working. Something ain't right here. I've got dead ports on this. What? Booting. Okay. How do I have a... Do I have a dead port on here? I've got a dead port on here already. What the hell? Or maybe I got a dead battery. We'll check that battery after. Okay. So full charge, high volt, battery. Start. Nope. There you go. Charging. There we go. Yeah, I printed PETG, like I printed these guys here. I printed some analog adapter mounts here. These are that translucent orange PETG I want to use. And I printed these on the P1P with its stock bed, which is textured PI, prints fine. No real issues. Okay, that camera angle sucks. How are you? Why are all these mods on? What do you mean, what mods? I'm doing good though. Was it, what kind of TPU? What, like, or correction, what kind of PI? Was it textured? I find the textured does TPU okay. TPU and PI. Yeah, I printed on textured PI all the time without issue. Ooh, according to YouTube, I'm live right now. It's good to know. Remember, if you haven't had a chance, enter to win some filament from Polymaker. Every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. Link in the description for your chance to enter and win. Also, don't be afraid to chat in chat. Remember, on this channel there's some very nice people that like to gift out memberships occasionally. If you want a chance at getting one of those gifted memberships, you actually have to be active in chat. You can't just be a lurker. I don't make the rules. So say hi. Who are you? If you're new and you haven't said anything before, who are you? How'd you find me? What is your favorite printer that isn't an Ender, a Prusa, a self-built machine? Actually, no, wait. No, that's a bad question. That's a bad question. What is your favorite printer that you think everyone else hates? What is your favorite printer that you think everyone else hates? Or what is your guilty pleasure favorite printer? We're gonna go with that. Your guilty pleasure favorite printer. Ender 3, VZBot. VZBot's a fine machine though. Ain't it? Ugh. I don't want to know how many mods you put on that thing to get it useful. Any cubic. I've never actually played with any like the i3 Megas. Like when I got into 3D printing, it was monoprice like mini or like the what was it, the i3 Mega or something? Heavily modified Aquila. I mean, I don't know. I guess. It's heavily modified. Okay, then you get into the ship of Theseus time. Because like if a printer is so heavily modified, there's barely anything on it. Does it count as the original? It's like when you go on like, let me find it here. Let me find it here. Okay. Like when you see something like this, okay? I converted my Ender 3 to Core XY. How did I do it? I bought like 90% new components and just reused the hotend. No. That's not a conversion. That's a brand new printer you built with the scraps of another printer. It's not a conversion. If you replace the frame, it's a new printer. I gotta go look, see if I have some bigger, okay, so that's charged. That one's charged. That one's charged. Do I have a dead battery here? Do I seriously have a dead battery already? I might have a dead battery already. What the shit? How do I have a dead battery already? Where is my voltage tester? Because it's not reading. I know 1S batteries are consumable. I know that. That's why I got this board, so that I can storage voltage charge them to hopefully get a little bit more life out of them. But oh my god, this thing's dead. This battery is dead already. Holy shit. Okay, if we hit 300 likes and 500 gifted subs, I'll punch this with a nail on stream. Trickle charge it. Yeah, I'll do that after these are charged, because I'll use the actual charger board that I have for these, because I can't should we do it outside? How do I have a dead battery already? Like I've only flown all these batteries twice. Oh, and by the way, if for those that don't know, why I said puncturing a battery, this is what happens when you puncture a LiPo battery with a nail. Yeah. So, LiPos are awesome because these things hold a ton of juice for their size. They're crazy energy dense, but they yeah. Spicy pillows, yep. I don't know. I'm just really concerned that the fact that, like, at first I thought I had a dead. So if you're wondering what I got this right here. It's a V-Fly Whoopster. It's a battery charger, but the advantage that this has versus a lot of other like 1S battery chargers is that actually you can put them at storage voltage. So we're charging up my batteries here, and you can plug them in. It's not parallel or series. You can literally just hot swap the batteries while they're charging. So as one gets charged, you can unplug it, plug in another one. But at first I thought we had an issue because I plug this in and it's not showing as anything, you know, no voltage. And I'm like, shit. So I'm like, oh crap, I might have a defective port on this already. No, it's the battery itself is chooched. Well, I know you can overcharge them or run them too low, but like literally they were charged up. I went to the park. I flew 4 of them, and this is one of the 4s. And it's not like I unplugged them after they were done. Like I flew them down to like 3.1, 3.2 volts, and then just unplugged them after I landed. But this one is somehow dead. So, Martin, 5 BGNs. I don't know what that is. What is BGN? BGN currency. Bulgarian lev. Cool. Neat. Thank you. Well, I had 7 batteries, now I got 6. That sucks. I should probably read the manual that comes with this. Dear consumer, your satisfaction is our first priority. If you have any issues, please email us. Thank you for purchasing a V-Pi product. So we got input voltage, charge current, battery type. Neat. So you can charge it with USB. That's nice. That'll be nice on the go. You can also like charge these with like another battery. Can you turn off noise canceling? I can. This is I will say this machine's probably a little bit louder. Noise suppression, compressor, turn that off, turn that off. Sorry. I might have just blown all your eardrums. Mute. Music. Like, here's the thing. This has, what is it, 10mm belts. So 10mm belts going over bearings are going to make more noise than 5mm belts. I wouldn't say it's loud. Wait, let me take my noise canceling headphones out. Okay. Normal 3D printing noises. Yeah, I wouldn't call this loud. I would call it, you know, it's not quiet, but I would call this like normal 3D printing noises. So defaults to spread cycle. I like spread cycle. I like more torque. I'd rather have more torque. Yeah, sounds not bad. Like, this is like there when it comes to noise, this is how I look at it. Is it quiet enough for your bedroom? Yes, no. If no, then it doesn't matter. That's kind of how I judge noise on 3D printers. Uh, 10mm belt, because I think a lot of the design of this one carries over from the SK tank, which is a bigger machine. No, personally, I think 10mm belts on a machine of this size are overkill, but if you're already a company that makes kits and you already have all the inventory you need for this, why have 2 part streams, right? It's a lot easier to just keep one set of parts, right? That's like one of the big things I have against the rat rig machines is they really need to simplify their BOM. Rat rigs have way too many individual components. They need to redesign their printer to use a lot of the same components. Like if you look at the Vorons, all the Vorons, we use the same toolbox. We have like, it's like literally a BOM, a Voron BOM. It's a tool chest that we keep all the components that are used in Vorons are on that list. And when new stuff is designed, it's designed only using that hardware. So we always use the same bearings and we always use the same screw size. Very rarely is there an outlier. Like the keyback is one of the few outliers from that list. And I think M335 is in the V0, although I can't remember if we got rid of those. But like very rarely there's an outlier. But the V-Minion, the Rat Rig V-Minion has more individual parts, and I'm talking itemized line. If you were to itemize the list, okay, I'm not talking it's got 300 screws. I'm talking M3 screws, M4 screws, M5 screws, M6 screws. Like if you were to itemize the list of the BOM, the Rat Rig V-Minion's BOM is a third more than a V2. It's got like one random square M3 nut. One random. Why could you not replace that with something else? Do you think Bamboo Lab will be a long time in the market? I think so. They'll probably be around for a while. Remember, so far they've released one printer. The P1P doesn't count. The P1P is an X1 with half the shit on. So it's not like they have 2 printers. They have literally the same printer in 3 flavors. So it'll be interesting, and when their 2nd generation of product comes out, it'll be interesting how support is down the line. You got to remember, Bamboo is pretty much all ex-DJI. A lot of people from DJI went into Bamboo. Okay. DJI is still around. They're still doing good. I'm assuming they've got a nice big fat purse of venture capital they're sitting on from investors. So I'm assuming Bamboo will be around for a while. So. Oh yeah, and Kickstarter money too. Because remember, you know, a company that's founded by ex-DJI members that has, you know, quite a bit of venture capital investment, they need that Kickstarter. Kickstarter is just a way for you to make money on printers you haven't sold yet. Don't do Kickstarters, folks. I'm really happy the P1P isn't a Kickstarter. And I would have literally been furious. Like, if they had made a Kickstarter for the P1P, the outrage should have been immense, because my brother in Christ, it's the printer you're building. You're just taking it off the assembly line before you put the panels on it. You don't need a Kickstarter for that shit. And they didn't, so that's good. How's the overhang looking? It's looking pretty good. How's the part fan? Yeah, it's okay. It's moving air. It's moving air. Yeah, they seemed they've had a few, you know, hurdles. They you know, the security issue thing, which is apparently resolved now. I really don't like having to, like, yes, I know on the X1 you could disable cloud mode and use LAN only. That isn't an option on the P1P, at least right now. For all I know, that's just a firmware update they'll put out after it goes live, and they don't want that yet because they want it talking home for testing and whatnot. We'll see. It's a solid printer. It's not the best printer in the world. It's not the cheapest printer in the world, but it's a solid option in its price point. In my opinion, the P1P makes the most sense out of all the Bamboos. The X1 Carbon is second. The X1, the base model X1, don't bother. Don't even bother with the base model X1. There's no reason to. Like, even with cooling, I honestly think the P1P is better for most people than the X1 Carbon. Because most people don't need an enclosure. I like enclosures because I print ABS and ASA. But according to some YouTubers I saw, you're not supposed to. That stuff should be obsolete and banned. PETG is the wonder plastic of the future. So the P1P checks more boxes for more people, in my opinion. Have they started showing up the trader? They have not. The only ones I've seen at any shows were, can't remember who brought theirs to Murph. I don't think I saw one at Earth, actually. How did I get to be on the Voron team? Long time ago, there was a thing called the Voron Slack server. That was before Discord, because there was like 20 people building Vorons back then. And how it worked, if you were on the Voron Slack server and you built a Voron and you weren't a dick, you were on the what was at the time the Voron Owners Club. Which, when we moved to Discord, that became the team, essentially. So I kind of got in it just by being a kind of cool guy, I guess, around a time when the team was very small. Do I add anything to the team? Not really. I add people to the Discord just by, you know, the Voron stuff I do on my channel, but that's about it. And then anything on this channel is my own. So I don't, whenever I say anything on this channel, I'm speaking on capacity of myself, not the Voron team. Unless like it's an official thing, which I've never done anything on this channel that is officially Voron related. So this channel is my own, does not reflect the Voron team in any way. so I could say what I want. Yeah, so for the upcoming build series, or video series on it, this is a PETG quad frame. It can flap like a birdie. That is not good. Same with ABS too. 4 volts, keep charging. Alpha beta. I haven't done any actual Voron beta testing. Literally, I want to say since like Switchwire. Switchwire was the last Voron that I was like rushing to build and get one built and running. So I have Switchwire 2, I think. I have V003 and Switchwire 2. I think Steve beat me for Switchwire 1. 0. But the Switchwire was like the last Voron that I was really like, I'm gonna help develop this and test it and whatnot. And since then, I've never printed a single tap part. I haven't. I'm going to have to now, but like I just haven't had the time. Plus, after the Revo stuff, actually Stealth Burner would probably be it. But after like the Revo stuff and having to hide my tool head for months with behind a sticker, that kind of got annoying after a while. Might need to test a PETG. Are you kidding? I do not, because people who think they know better have done it many times on our Discord and all times have ended in failure. So, yeah. How's the tube thing coming? The YouTube's doing good. It's holding in there. I'm stable. The last couple weeks have been pretty good for the numbers. So we'll see. The problem is the channel my size, it's the videos when they do good, they still like barely break even. Like if my channel was entirely reliant on videos, like video ad revenue, I would not be doing this full time. You can always get it printed from metal powder and sintered. Funny you should say that. How's the resin Stealth Burner is holding up fine. I'm looking. I'm not actually. I might actually keep it when I switch to tap if it's compatible, just so I can keep running it. Yeah, I hit 40,000 subscribers the other day, and then let me see if I can pull up the numbers. I would say I'm not going to pull up the actual numbers on screen because you don't need to see how much I make. It's not as much as you think. But yeah, that video, it's the most popular video I've done in the past 10 videos. The recent video on Sunday, 10.6 thousand views. And that one did pretty good. It popped off pretty good, but it seemed it's at the curve now. Let's see, does that show anything? No. Yeah, so it's at the point now where it's like, oh yeah, it's doing great, and now this is it, and it might get 1,000 views a month. So that's kind of how YouTube works. Retention wasn't as good as I'd hoped though on that one. It did okay, but retention wasn't as good. Should get a resin printer because of resin is. Hi, do you like pissing off Games Workshop lawyers? Do you print minifigures or do you play D&D? Then get a resin printer. If you're just kind of like, that looks kind of cool, I might want to dabble in it, you might not need a resin printer. Resin printing is a mess because remember, you need the resin, you need the resin printer, you need the wash and cure stations, you need gloves, you need paper towels, you need ISO, you need cleaner, you gotta strain the cleaner because the cleaner gets gunked up after a while. Resin is a mess, but you can print awesome shit with it. So let me get my sister a battle. This is the print I go show off when people are like, oh, resin? And I'm like, yeah, like, Resin is awesome. Resin is horrible. So unless you really need resin, I suggest don't go resin. But if you can justify it, there's some very good machines out there. You don't need big ones. You don't need big machines. So how did my short do? I have no idea. I am very bad with checking my numbers. My short's gotten, where's my short? 4,000 views, not bad. Didn't make any money on it. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Here, you know what? I'm okay showing you this number. This is why shorts are horrible. They get you views, okay? Shorts on YouTube get you view count, and they get you subscribers. But not all subscribers will actually watch your regular stuff, and the views don't matter because watch time doesn't matter, okay? Shorts are horrible, okay? So 4,000 views, 29 watch hours. I made 11 cents off my short. Okay? So 11 cents off that short. Big money, big money. Let me find the other one here. There's one that, okay, so the Death Racer short, I made a total of $5. Ooh, wow. That one actually paid money. Holy shit. But I have one video. I can't remember which video it is. But I uploaded a video a while ago that was like a second too long, and it didn't get flagged as a short. And I've made like 3 times more money on that video than any short I've ever made. Yeah, shorts are horrible. Shorts are horrible. And for those that think, you know, in September, or what is it, January, when YouTube starts rolling out actual ad revenue from shorts, you're still not going to make as much as you think you're going to make. Because what it is you need, what is it? I talked about this before. I can't remember if it was on a live stream or the member stream. YouTube shorts monetization requirements. There you go. Okay. So let's see how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, here it is. Okay. So, Buggy's coming along pretty good, actually. So, YouTube is making it starting September. If you are one of the YouTube people that do shorts all the time, you can get monetized. You get the partner program. So normally you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, which is kind of hard to do if you do shorts, because shorts, they're nothing. My channel sits at 100,000 watch hours a month. For a channel my size, that's obscene because I live stream, and a lot of people watch my content regularly. So I game the system that way. There's always ways to game the system. So I get a ton of watch hours, which YouTube likes. So this is me. Now, if you do shorts, you need 10 million views to be eligible. So what does that mean? I think the payout structure will be roughly 10,000 views of 10 million views of a live stream in YouTube's eyes is equal to 4,000 watch hours. So how much money you're gonna make off 10 million views is how much you're gonna make off 4,000 watch hours. That's how I think they're gonna set it up, which makes sense. That's how I think it's gonna make sense. So let's pull up one of my recent videos. Let me pull up the, not the stop the drop one, because those metrics are gonna be a little out. Let's do the tools I use video. So that video has 1,000 watch hours so far, and it's made that much. So, okay, so if you have 10 million views, you might make 200 bucks. Actually less than that, because that counts premium memberships. Oh yeah, you're making under 200 bucks for 10 million views on a short. If the metrics make out. So yeah, that's not good. Tiny Shell Script, 5 gifted memberships. Cheers, thank you. So this is why I live stream. My video that did the best of any video I've done in the past while in what? Since Sunday, I've gotten just under 1,000 watch hours. Just under 1,000 watch hours. My last live stream, the Print and Chill. So last Friday's live stream has 1/3 as many views and has almost twice as many watch hours. So yeah, I love me live streaming. And yes, a Tiny Shell Script. I got it right here. It is acrylic. So this frame is Garbo, but I am starving right now because I haven't eaten breakfast because I woke up. The little guy was kind of a butt this morning, but we brought him to school. I came home and instead of, you know, doing, you know, things I should have done, like eat breakfast, I got the CNC set up. Because for the videos I've got coming up, I need to machine some stuff. And this was one of the things I machined. So this is acrylic because this is all I had. But this is the Nano long range frame machined out of acrylic. So I'm gonna go get some plexiglass, like go hit up the Home Depot and get some Lexan. But let me see here. I got a video of it going. Let me mute this. We're done with that. But yeah, so this is it cutting away. I got a little printed vacuum holder now. Plexiglass is acrylic? Okay, yeah, I'll get Lexan then. Yeah, Lexan's polycarbonate, right? Yeah. I will say, at first I was kind of annoyed with how loud that CNC is, but then I turn on the vacuum and I'm not worried about the noise of the CNC anymore. But this actually is 3mm acrylic and it's a gram heavier than the carbon fiber frame, but nowhere near as stiff. Like it's... I'll get all the weeble wobbles. You can buy little sheets of Lexan at Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever, for like $10. So one day Nero will print something to use instead of filament boxes for his webcam. Well, here's the thing. I used to, if you remember, I used to have the one tripod that, you know, always fell over. Jason sent me this. Jason sent me this tripod, which is great. The problem is it's not tall enough to actually like see into these printers. So on like on bed flingers, it's fine, but these square frame printers, it doesn't work. That's the Comgrow Robo CNC that we put Duet on it. We put a Duet on it. Oh, my car makes all okay. So remember how my Focus was gone for like 4 months because the transmission control module broke on it or whatever, failed, and because it was so bad, Ford had to put like a 10-year unlimited mile warranty or something stupid on it. So I had to wait like 4 months from like early June, like mid-June to like last week. I finally got the Focus back, right? A week or two ago I got the Focus back. The problem is it's a 2012 Focus and it sat for like 4 months not moving on a dealership lot under a tree that put sap all over it, by the way. Thank you, Rose City Ford. So now I just don't know if I forgot all the noises it made before, but it's making all the noises now and it's not happy. Anton, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Cheers. So yeah, so right now the Club Focus ain't sounding too healthy, unfortunately. So luckily the car market right now is fully stable and I can easily go onto any car lot and get a brand new car at a reasonable price, right? I haven't actually checked into that, but that's still true, right, guys? Yeah, cars don't like to sit. I know. Have you ever seen the Hypercube? I looked at the Hypercube ages ago when I was first looking into a 3D printer to build and ended up going with Voron. So yeah, it sat for 4 months. So the thing is, like, I know what I want to get. Like, I'm looking to try and get a Maverick because it's a small compact truck and I don't need a big car at all. And it'd be nice to have a little truck bed for some stuff occasionally. And it's relatively cheap. The problem is it's like a 1.5 year waiting list for it. And literally, I don't want to buy it until this car dies because, you know, no car payment is awesome. So the plan is to drive this till it dies. The problem is when it dies, I can't just go onto a lot and buy a car. You have to like book it months, years in advance now because they're so back ordered and everything. Oh, it starts up fine and it just makes all the weird noises. I'm actually surprised that little thing actually cut this that well. Hear about Beacon? Yep, we spoke about it at the beginning of the stream. I've heard about Beacon. I've been aware of it for a while. It started as another project and then was carried on to its current iteration. Waiting 6 months for a car. Yeah, so that's the problem. I like not having a car payment, and you know, as a small-time YouTuber, not having a car payment and bills is nice. So I'm not looking forward to when this car dies and then I have to go buy a car, and it's like, well, I could pretty much buy something used that's overpriced because, you know, everyone's buying used cars, so all used cars are overpriced, or I can hope something's on the lot, but the odds are something's not. I have a video on the best way to begin with 3D printers. Maybe. I've got like hundreds of videos on my channel. I can't remember what no lie, I've sat down to record a video and then realized like 2 minutes into it that I've already done that with like tutorials and whatnot. So new cars suck. There's a few. Was it the Kia EV6? I've seen a few of those around and I'm kind of tempted. But they're out of the budget right now. How are these charging? 4.2 volts. Almost there. People screaming on the street at 4 a.m. That sucks. Compare machine PC frame versus printed PC frame. Well, Joseph, that's pretty much the plan. I've got a sponsor for filament. I wonder who that could be. That's sponsoring an upcoming video of mine where we will be building a nano long range with a modified nano long range. Because here's the idea: a normal nano long range is a little quadcopter. It's a 1S. It flies with an 18650. Let me pull it up here. Okay, so this is a model it's a design by Dave C. So this is a nano long range. It's a little FPV quadcopter. It's got a printed frame, and if you fly it with an 18650 battery, and you get like 15 to 20 minutes of flight time. The problem is it flies like a truck. It's an 18650, which is a heavy battery, and it's 1S. That means it's 3.7 volts nominal. So you got a big gas tank, but it's heavy and you got no balls. So it's like a little cruiser. So the plan is I'm going to be building using that frame, but I got the parts on the way and everything, but we're going to be flying it with these, which are 660 milliamp hour high volt 2S batteries. So twice as much power, a lighter battery. Now these 660 amps aren't as light, or are lighter than the 18650s, but the 18650s are like 3000 milliamps. So we're not going to get like 15 to 20 minutes of flying, but it's not logarithmic, because if you got more juice and the motors are more powerful, which means they don't have to work as much to lift the weight up, and there's like a bunch of math involved. So the plan is we'll build it with 2S because it'll stress the frame more. We're going to print a bunch of frames out of different filaments, see how they fly, which means I'm going to be building this quadcopter several times. And then what we're going to do is upgrade the frame to a machined frame using carbon fiber and polycarbonate or Lexan and see how it does. So. Oh yeah, Elon Musk is a tool, but you know, a Tesla is a Tesla. It's not, you're buying a Tesla car. You're not buying something that Elon Musk personally worked on. Like, yes, the guy is a tool, but you're buying a car from a car company. You're not buying a car from Elon. It's like SpaceX. I love SpaceX. I love all the shit they're doing. I watch every rocket launch. Yes, Elon's a tool. I'm still gonna watch every rocket launch. I'm still excited for Starship. CFPC. I gotta reprint it here, but I do have a CFPC frame already. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Watch the video when it comes out, but I gotta reprint it with some new stuff. But it feeds him money. No, it doesn't. The only reason he has money is because the stocks are massively overpriced, and he doesn't have money. Like, he doesn't pay taxes because he doesn't make money. He has assets that are worth a ton of money, and he leverages those assets for loans to buy things for him that he uses a company to pay off. But in terms of actual, he can't Scrooge McDuck into a pile of money. He just has a bunch of piece of paper called stocks that are suddenly valued X amount. He doesn't have money. That's how all billionaires are. They don't actually have liquid assets. They don't have liquid wealth. They just own a bunch of stuff that is worth X amount. And because they have so much money, oh, the companies pay for everything. And they take out like low interest loans that collateral of the company to cover it and whatnot. Yes, the whole system's broken. But you buying a Tesla does not put money in Elon's pocket. It pretty much, you know, the company makes the money. The people building the car make the money. Plus, he's a dick. Who cares? Does that change the world? Oh no, he's crashing Twitter. Who cares? He's not hurting you in any way. He's just a dick on the internet. You can block him. Ooh, problem solved. You bankrupt Tesla, and then somebody will just buy it up and keep making the cars because it's a name brand that sells. Graphene Tech, thank you for becoming a member. I don't know. I've been on Twitter. Nothing. Honestly, on my Twitter feed, I haven't noticed a single thing changed. He bought Twitter, and he pretty much unbanned a bunch of people that were banned. I know he unbanned Trump, but Trump didn't go back, and he's like trying to get him to come back. But here's the thing: you just block the people you don't want to see. Like. And yes, certain people should still be banned, believe me. But oh yeah, he's burning all the bridges. Like, all he had to do was shut up, build electric cars and rockets, and be fine. But he's the I am 5,000 IQ. I am very smart. But honestly, I'll be honest. The people that are anti-Musk, and don't get me wrong, I think he's a douche. Okay. But the anti-Musk people that automatically reply to everything he says with a hot take, or constantly leak him videos from some random YouTuber who does nothing but shit on Elon Musk all day, and now I follow you because you're a tech person and I like your stuff, and now all you do is just complain about Elon Musk all day. That's how you get like put on the mute list. because you are more annoying than the guy you're going against, because there's a million of you and you're more annoying than him. I could just block. He's gone. The anti-Musk people are more annoying than his fan base. No single person should have all the money. Exactly. Okay. Hi, I'm now president of the world, and I am now the king of everything. Okay. New rule. Money works like rupees in Legend of Zelda. Okay. You get your wallet. Okay. What happens when your wallet fills up in Legend of Zelda? You don't pick up any more rupees. Okay. If you get, let's say $100 million. Okay. You have assets worth $100 million. Congratulations. You get a plaque from the government saying, I won capitalism. We name a park after you, and any extra assets that you accrue, you don't get. You can't have any more money. You made enough money. You don't need more than 100 million. Anything extra you make, it just goes to feed the poor or something. But that would be not work. Too many people to be a fuss over enough. Exactly. Don't feed the troll. That's, as somebody who runs a 2,000 plus person Discord server, an admin on a 30,000 plus Discord server, and has a YouTube channel. Don't feed the trolls. They feed off of it. They want attention. And then when you do get into arguments with them, there's no point, because they'll just ignore your point and just keep spouting nonsense. So don't even bother. You can't get them in a gotcha when the entire thing is a gotcha. He's just exposing a charlatan. He's a businessman. If anyone today thinks Tesla, yes, he didn't found Tesla. We know that. Everyone knows that. But do you think Tesla today would be Tesla today if it wasn't for Elon Musk? You can honestly say the company would be exactly in the exact same position as it is right now if it wasn't for Elon Musk. Yes, we know he didn't found it. Everyone knows that. He's a businessman. He makes business. He rides around on a boat and goes, haha, business, into a phone, and stuff happens. Ship out cars. Oh, the Hyperloop's a dumb idea. It's nothing but a technological demonstration. It's a tech demo. It's like when we all print that overhang test thing, that 1 3D print full control G code. Yeah, it's just a tech demo. Oh yeah, Edison, modern day Edison. Yeah, Edison was not a nice guy. Ooh, almost charging. But anyways, let's get away from politics, because politics suck. How's this coming along? And yeah, I know Musk is in politics, but the same kind of discussion sits around him. Although I'm pretty sure there is a Starship test today. Rocket test. Or engine test or something. Gotta watch that later. Oh, shitty people make great businessmen because they have no soul. That's how it works. If anyone who's a billionaire, nobody who's a billionaire ever became a billionaire by being nice. Oh yeah, the launch a few days back. There's always a launch with SpaceX. They've put like 50-something rockets into space so far this year. No, the Starship is doing engine testing because I think they're aiming for a test flight next month, I think. How about the Canadian maple syrup? It's making me realize next time I go to Murph or something, I got to bring a few jugs for the people who think they have maple syrup. Gonna fill the sky with strong. The sky is very big. There is plenty of room for the Starlink satellites, and they're designed in a way that they degrade in 5 years. Anyways, in 5 years they fall out of orbit. They're in such a low orbit. Plus, think about it. If you were to spread out the thousands of satellites on land, you would never run into one. And there's more room in space than there is on land. Like everything's tracked up there. Everything, they have little thrusters they can adjust. There's no worry about Kessler syndrome with Starlink. It's actually one of the smart implementations of satellites. But then you have companies that like, or countries that like to blow up stuff in space. Then we have Kessler syndrome. That's not good. But I know people that literally like they have Starlink because where they live, they went from like half a megabit, the absolute shittiest internet on earth, to high speed because of Starlink. So yeah, Starlink makes perfect sense. Like it's a valid thing. $100,000 satellites spaced evenly out. There's 8 billion people on this planet, and there are places I could go where I won't see a person for days. And I'm about the same size as a Starlink satellite. Oh, a little bit bigger. They're a little bit bigger. Space is big. Space is absolutely massively big. The latency killed it? No, I've played games with people with Starlink. The latency is like 50 milliseconds. Like, and sometimes better. Like the latency is actually really good with Starlink. It's normal satellite internet that has horrible latency. Yeah, old marine. Yeah, like it's a game changer for anyone in the remote area that needs internet. Like it's an absolute game changer. It's high-speed internet anywhere on Earth. They've already messed with the near Earth objects there. They've worked on getting the satellites darker. Here's the thing. Do you completely abandon the thing that could be a massive improvement for millions of people? You know, giving global, worldwide, high-speed internet is massive. It's a massive thing. Yes, it's not, there will always be nothing has no loss. There's always a downside to everything. Is the downside worth it? Space is so big, I heard it would take 4 days to drive to the moon. Maybe 5 if you stop first to sleep. Dead Encryption, thank you for becoming a member. How's this coming along? Where are we at anyways? We're at 80%. 80%. So the space on my keyboard's not so big. Space ain't that big, like, come on, you telling me 100,000 satellites fit on this? Come on. Yeah, put this back on. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Ah! Uh-oh, Ash. Okay, I just closed every window on my desktop. There we go. Let me bring up chat. You guys better be behaving. I can't see you. You better be behaving. Are you behaving? Are you behaving? You better be behaving. So when a Cocoa Press? Whenever Ellie has them available. I need to get her on the stream. How's Urkfa been doing? Urkfa is not on the switch wire, is on a shelf in the other room. It's semi-retired. I never use it a lot. Here's the thing with Urkfa. I don't do multicolor prints. I'm not one of those people that just does random multicolor prints for internet points. So I don't really had a need. I never really had a huge need for it. And now I have the AMS for that kind of stuff. So yeah. What filament? This is Galaxy Red PLA from Sparta 3D. And yes, it is slightly translucent. And you're hoping you could advise, would I be able to get away using
BL Touch's 3+2 cable on a CR Touch?
I have absolutely no clue. I haven't touched a BL Touch in probably 5 years. And I've never used a CR Touch and nor wired one up to a Creality machine. So I have absolutely no clue. Yeah, it's a color, the camera just like, what is it? Oh. It's this red. Like it's the same filament as this. Yeah, see? Oh. Okay, well, you live under there. Okay, so these are all charged now. Sweet. Okay, so that's 6 batteries. So now we got to figure out why this battery is being the butt. Okay, so plug in SDT Q6. Okay. 1S balance. Okay. So, little battery, why are you being a butt? Battery voltage 1.4 volts. How are you reading 1.4 volts? Can you save a 1.3 volts? I'm assuming this battery is dead. I don't think you can save a battery, a LiPo that's measuring 1.3 volts. It's dead. Yeah, 1.3 volts. Oh, it's dead, Jim. But this right here, nice. D-Fly Whoopster, very nice. I like it. And I can do BT too. No, I'm going to, what is it, salt water? You put in salt water, I think. To kill it, you put in salt water, I think. Like, will this even start up? No, the quad won't even register. Yeah. Yeah, this battery's dead. Yeah, okay, so when you dispose of LiPos, you're supposed to actually like fully drain them. Actually, I can do it with this. I can do it with this. I think this has a discharge setting. Discharge. No, I can't. I can't. It doesn't have it. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Oh well. Have I installed an umbilical on any of your printers? Yeah, this one has an umbilical. Actually, I have all the ones and the V0s. But no, you apparently you throw them in salt water. I gotta look it up to make sure I'm doing it right. But you throw it in salt water, and that will just basically drain the battery to 0. Because when you dispose of these, they're supposed to be at like, if you want to like throw them in the garbage, I think they have to be at like 0 volts to be safe. So
Yeah, this one is dead. Put a shovel through it. Yeah, maybe. But once this print is done, we're going to call a stream there. So don't forget, if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the description, because I think it's kind of nice outside. I'm going to go to the park and fly this before I pick up the little guy from school, I think. Try and get the voltage up with a bench power supply. It's 1.3 volts. It's dead. Like it's a $5 battery. There's no point trying to save it. There's like no point trying to save it. Like if it was in the 2-volt range, maybe. I know one of these guys, I use these guys for powering my goggles. One of these I left plugged in, but the headset off, and it drained down to like 2.8 volts, and I saved it. Or at least I think I saved it. Actually, oh shoot, I gotta charge this. Can't fly if I don't have goggles. Good thing I went on that tangent there. But yeah, I drained one of these down to like 2.8 volts, and I saved it. Charge 2S current. Nope, not 3.2 amps. That was a parallel charging. 1.3 amps. There we go. Start charging. There we go. Oh, there's gonna be some fun bridging coming up in a minute here. I am starving. You have no idea how hungry I am right now. I'm just trying to figure out how this got down to 1.3 volts, because I literally just flew it and then I just threw it in the bag. Like, it's not like I left it plugged in or anything. It just somehow decided to go down to that voltage. Need a Snickers. I'm not a huge fan of Snickers. They're okay, but it's not my normal thing. That smart charger has an option to discharge under task menu. The ISDTQ6. Okay, I'll check it later. Honestly, I'm just gonna fill a cup with salt water and chuck this in and call it a day. Whatever happened to solidifying, remelting prints and compress the salt to seal layers? Emily, that is basically... Yeah, you could do it, but it's such a pain in the butt, and you lose pretty much all dimensional accuracy on bigger parts. It's a non-starter. You're basically injection molding at that point. All you're doing is you're remelting your part into one homogeneous part, which is what injection molding is. So yeah, it can be done, but it's such a pain in the butt, and it doesn't give results that are really worth it. So yeah. No, this is not with the servo drivers. We took those out. This is with just TMC 2209s and some LDO motors. And it's not going too fast. Here, I actually, it's too late in the print to speed it up, but this is just my standard Voron profile with it too. So it's not really pushing it too fast. In layer time? Maybe. Let's check here. Yeah, because this profile is based on my ABS profile, so I think we do have minimum layer time. A good way to see that would be, yeah, you can see all the layers are the same length. So yeah, minimum layer time is in effect. Oh, we're doing some bridging. Modern slicers are so good with bridging. Did I reach out to SecKit? Yeah, go look at the previous video. There's a hearted comment below it from them. Yeah, modern slicers are so good with handling bridges, like Super Slicer, Prusa Slicer, even Kira. Just make bridges like, you know how I joke about nobody should be posting their first layer pics to like R3D printing for easy points, because let's be honest, any good printer nowadays can do a good first layer. I think we should be getting to that point with bridging soon. Because you remember how everyone used to put like anytime a good bridge, like, oh, 100 millimeter bridge, look how good it is, and this brand new build first print just knocking a bridge out of the park. Blake, $20, cheers, celebrating getting my first Voron cereal, yay! Videos were a great help, here's to many more, cheers, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, as long as your printer is mechanically sound, any printer should be able to do a good first layer. Yeah, you have until this print is finished to enter for the draw for the Polymaker filament that we give away every stream, so do this now. I'm just surprised that somehow died. Like, holy shit. Finish the stream, pop my head outside, make sure it's not windy or rainy, and go fly around at the park for a little bit, and then pick up the little guy at school. Yay! Actually, shoot, let's put my SD card back in these. There we go, that one's good. Can't make sweet low resolution videos without my goggles, my DVR. Go. I can't wait to ditch these. Be able to actually see what model. This is the E3D buggy, but I think they're having a contest right now and people are modding it. So this is the Santa Sleigh E3D buggy or something. Nice call. They're EV800Ds. They're like literally, if you got into FPV in the last like 6 years, they're the cheap option that's good. But yeah, the stickers help. Yeah, all the stickers help. Yeah, you know, more stickers, better goggle. So we got, you know, a bunch of LTT stickers because I had a pack of LTT stickers here, and then some other Voron stuff and whatnot. So yeah. Are you going DJI? So here's the thing. I had no plans on going digital anytime soon. And the reason for that is there's a bunch of competing digital systems for goggles. And I was kind of waiting on one to be kind of more present, like clear winner. You know, DJI is technically winning. I wanted to see how Walk Snail and HD0 were going to pan out. So the plan was just to fly analog all winter, and then maybe in next year figure it out. But I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I'm not going to. But somebody reached out to me and they're like, hey, I have a pair of DJI V1 goggles. Do you want them at a price I couldn't really say no to? So I have those on the way. So they're DJI V1 goggles, and the plan is I'm going to put the analog module mod on the side so that I can fly my analog stuff with it. But yeah, so they're the V1 goggles, so they're only 720p, and they won't work with the O3 air unit, but I have no plan on flying the O3 air unit. Like, I didn't even plan on going digital, so yeah. So yeah, what I was actually kind of interested in was getting the HD0 goggles, because those goggles are actually apparently amazing with analog, with an analog module, because they have like a really good interface or something with it, and they're 1080p, high refresh rate. They use HD0, so HD0 is like, I think HD0 is what you use for like the lighter builds, because their 1S transmitter is better. Or the lightest or something. I see a lot of tiny whips with HD0, I'll put it that way. And so I was tempted to do that, but the problem is the goggles are 600 Canadian or 600 US. Convert that to Canadian, add shipping, add tax, add an analog module. It was like no. So I was like just gonna hold off altogether and decide later. But got a DM, hey, you want some DJI V1s? I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. So waiting on the module to show up though. That's what this print is for. This print is for the analog bay that sits on the side. So on the bright side, you guys will get, I'm pretty sure the DVR and the DJIs is much better than the EV800s. So hopefully they show up in time that when I do the videos on the goggles or the drone build, you'll actually have decent footage. So we'll see. Almost done. It's a snowflake on the top. I really should have switched this to some, like, I have some Galaxy Blue filament. I probably should have switched it to for this, but whatever. What are we at right now? 263 viewers. Next week, we're back to the regular time slot for 2 weeks. I don't know if we'll have a Saturday stream this week as well. I know we didn't have one last week. I don't know if we'll have one this week. We'll have, I gotta talk to the wifey, see what her schedule is, because she's working. So she might not be available to watch the little guy. So, oh, okay, the M900 command's not supported, whatever that means. Where are you going? Going over there? Okay, cool. Print is finished. Estimated hour and 30, and total print time was hour 32 minutes. Look at that, it was off by 2 minutes. Okay, so we didn't print with a brim. So that's all that was holding the bed down. We are a little stringy, but that's kind of to be expected. This is a volcano hotend, so it's a high flow hotend, so it's got a longer melt zone. So controlling oozing would be a bit more of a problem. And this is translucent filament, which is translucent filament and silk filaments are a little bit more of a pain when it comes to stringing. But that bridging, woo. And then look at that overhang. That is crisp. That is a crisp overhang there. Even got the texture on the bottom. Look at that. Like, you can see the stacked layers. This is a 0.4 nozzle. That ain't not too shabby. And this is why I run this profile on all my Vorons, by the way. There's the snowflake on the top. Do I have a flashlight? but it is translucent. So flashlight. There you go. Cool. Flashlight. Who is messaging me on Discord? Remember, if you message me on Discord, I don't see it. I'm live. Okay. Yeah, translucent filament, unless you're printing consistent wall thickness, translucent filament always kind of looks funky up close because it's different colors and translucency depending on how thick the part is. So it's a great like print like this. When you get really close to it, it can be a little like funky looking. So, but no, this came out really clean. Like, good job. And we printed it with this filament because it was right there. Not bad. Spartan, I don't play with enders, so I wouldn't know any recommendations. Go on Thingiverse, look at whatever one is the biggest, the gaudiest, and has the most downloads. That would probably be the best of it. Yeah, for lithopaint. Yeah, lithopaint makes a little bit more sense. Yep, PI. It's a PI flex plate. We got a textured side and a flat side. I like the textured side. And there we go. Is the Discord sub only? Nope. So for the Discord, it's open to the public. Go join it. Every month we do a contest, and what is it? What's today? What's today? Today is the 29th. So on Friday, I'll be opening up the contest for the month of December. So every month we do a monthly contest on the Discord, usually 2 winners. You get some filament, some Only Ben Cheese merch if you win. And I'm gonna try and get some more sponsors for that. Need more prizes. But every month it's like a theme challenge. I try to make the theme something that anyone can win. I'm not a huge fan of contests that are like, oh, model something in 3D, because not everyone can do 3D modeling, and there's definitely skill levels. So I try to have contests that at least have both categories, or at least one category where basically anyone could win. So last month's challenge was just show me your practical print. Somebody who printed a stick with a CPU taped to it almost won. So yeah. So I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do with the category for December. I think I might just make it holiday themed or something, show off your holiday prints. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just generic holiday print. So your winter holiday print, like, I know not everyone does Christmas, so I'll just make it generic winter seasonal holiday event contest. So yeah, so we'll do that. But if you are a member of the channel or Patreon supporter, there is a super secret channel that only they know about. And it's not public. And it's a super secret channel that you get access to. So make sure you link your Discord account or your YouTube account, or your YouTube account and Patreon account with Discord if you're a member or Patreon supporter. So you can get access to that, because that's where I put videos up early. So yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Thanks! Thank you for coming a member. Cheers! So we're gonna call it there. We got our print off of this. I'm hoping it's still nice outside. I gotta eat something quick before I go pick up the little guy from school, and I'm gonna go fly my whoop around at the park. So there's the flinting. Here's the thing with Seinfeld references. Nobody watches Seinfeld anymore. It's not funny. I'm sorry, it's not. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. So yeah, so shout out to SecKit for sending in this kit. I know we had a few hiccups along the way, but this is a newer kit if I'm not mistaken. So learning experience, and it's an improved product because of the feedback we've given. They've already tweaked a whole bunch of things with these kits, so that's very good to see. I'm very happy to see them taking responses to heart when it comes to feedback on this kit. We will revisit this in a little bit. I'm going to print with it for a while, and then we'll come back to it and we'll close it up and check out the chamber heater and whatnot. So we'll call it there. It's Tuesday. I will see you Friday for maybe CNC and chill. We'll see. But yeah, thank you to Polymaker for the spool filament we give away. If you want to help support the channel, content I create, things I do, links in the description as well. And I will see you all on Friday. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. I'm gonna go get some food. Bye. Bye. Oh, wait. Whoa. I never did the giveaway. Forgot about that. Wheel of names. So if you haven't entered, well, you're too late now. We gotta do the giveaway. I almost forgot the giveaway. See, this is what happens. I threw off my whole order there. Let's copy all these names. How many people? 389 people. Completely forgot about the giveaway. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. Okay, this is with an 8-part series. Somebody gives me a number between 1 and 8. Number between 1 and 8. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click to spin. And the winner is, oh, Kenneth. Congratulations, Kenneth. Let me just pull up your information here. There we go. Congratulations, Kenneth. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends. You'll fill out a little form and you'll be able to get some filament. A couple days to a couple weeks, depending on, oops, nope, don't want to copy the whole list of names. A couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world. There we go. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna call it there. Okay, so now we're gonna end it. So, golf claps in chat for Kenneth. Cheers to SecKit for the kit. Shout out to Polymaker for the filament that we just gave away. Yeah,